Hello, Miss Julia. My name is Vimala.
And my name is Preysca.
And my name is Reva Winoto. And today, three of us will record all our sessions regarding for midterm exam. Enjoy. Alright, Preysca. Tell us at least 4 skills that are important for the success of your study and why.
I think the 4 skills that are important for the success of our study are sheer willpower, focus, consistent, and strive for improvement. The first one is sheer willpower. In order to do your assignments, studying for the upcoming tests, study for the future, we need motivation. And that motivation becomes the fire that blazes our heart, which makes us feel motivated and got the power to do studies. Next one is focus. We are focusing on one task. It'll be hard to do another one as it'll just keep distracting us from doing our current work. Hence, we need to improve our focus so we can finish one task at a time, which makes clearing tasks easier. The next one is consistent. Just like what Bruce Lee said, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Consistency is what makes us better at what we are doing. If we focus on one thing that we are passionate to learn, then we'll master it in no time. The last one is strive for improvement. Without a hunger for improvement, we'll just be stuck in a stagnant situation where everyone else improves but we don't. Look, mistakes are okay. That's why we can learn and improve.
Next question. How often do you socialize with fellow students? Tell us the details.
It's either I randomly talk to them or they just randomly talk. Just be involved with some conversation and talk nicely. They'll talk back to you if they find you're interesting or a nice person.
Describe the trends for the following topics and possible reasons for them. A. Food and eating habits. B. Holidays and travels. C. Transportation.
I'll be explaining the first trends. The reason of the trends of foods and eating habits because many people want to try a different foods nowadays, like the taste, the spice, and the photogenic of the food. It can become habits of wanting to try food for a new taste and new experience. But people also want to try to find their comfort food. Food is also very diverse from other country to other country. Even Indonesia have a very diverse dishes. So it's no wonder food is a trend. The reason of the trends of holidays and travels is because people want to find some good escape and new experience. They want to find new discoveries and new place to visit other than staying in their own home. There are also a sense of freedom to choose where to visit and what they want to find. To experience different kind of culture from different country is also the new experience they want to try. It can be refreshing to see something new. The reason for the trends of transportation is because people want to try new kinds of transportation, like trying a business class by going on the airplane, wanting to know how it felt to be served with their service and their foods. They wanting to feel what it felt to use a transportation, like a bullet train. People want to know the environment and how long it is going to take them to their location. There's already many kinds of transportation nowadays, so it's no wonder people want to try many kind of transportation and the service they will give.
What does it mean to be good with money? Please explain.
Being good with money means you can manage your money, able to keep track of how much money you need to be used. When it comes to having money, we need to be responsible about it. When the incomes come, we need to keep track of the money we will use, like bills, food, and the other accommodation. Being good with money means you are capable and independent enough to handle all the income and the usage of the money. Tell us your school years, starting from your kindergarten to the present time.
Alright, I'll keep it as short as possible. Starting from kindergarten. I do not remember much, but it is safe to say it's a pretty decent childhood. Moving on, we have elementary. In elementary, I remember fondly how little my interactions are with my classmates. I was pretty lonely. It was only in the around grade 6 where I decided to evaluate and decided to change for the better. And then we have junior high, which is undoubtedly my worst school year. Mostly because I was super emotional at that time. Like, it's overall not a really good school year. But senior high was the opposite. It was a big improvement of my personal self and my mindset and many habits. I tried socializing more, as well as gaining more confidence in doing presentations. Overall, it was far more enjoyable and memorable compared to junior high. And then we have college, where I learned how to manage my time the hard way. Okay, but that aside, college is pretty exciting so far because I get to learn many things that are directly related to my passion.
What types of social media are you using? And what benefits can you get from? And
For
why?
social media, I mostly use Twitter and YouTube. As for Twitter, I mostly use it to browse fan content of my favorite series. Twitter, personally, can offer good art inspiration for my doodles, as well as more insight of certain situations that I have quite literally never heard of because I rarely check the news. As for YouTube, I mostly use it to find and listen to songs. Music helps me focus whenever I'm doing something, which is why I use YouTube a lot.
Okay, so this picture shows 5 people having a discussion together in a white room filled with positive vibes. A table full of laptops, books, papers, and 2 water bottles, with one person raises her hand and the guy that stands lets the woman speak. The glasses guy puts his hand near his chin as in he's intrigued in listening, and everyone smiles in the photo.
I'll be explaining the picture or the image that have been given. This picture is full of medical stuff. There is 5 nurses and 1 doctor. They all smile toward the camera. The doctor is in the middle as the focus, while the nurse as the one will help the doctor, but also help the patient. They all look ready to help and ready to give their full service to the patient, wearing their uniform neatly and clean, as the professional should be. The nurse also wearing a different kind of color uniform. There's who wear blue and also there's who wear greenish blue color uniform. The nurse also have their name tag attached to them, while the doctor doesn't have one. The place they are in also clean, and the color of the environment looks like the usual hospital, like the white wall, then the door where we push every time we enter. The big window letting the sunlight in so the room won't be dark, and make the environment more comfortable.
Alright, it's my turn now. For this part, I decided to choose this photo. This photo, right here, like this, describes an interaction between a blonde woman and a man. Both can be seen having some sort of discussion, with which what I assume is related to their work, while sitting on a black-colored leather swivel chair, behind a desk with a laptop and a monitor. Both are in what I presume as their office space that has maroon walls, a giant whiteboard in almost taking up one wall, and a potted bamboo plant. Moving on to the next part, we decided to discuss about this particular topic. How would the following facilities help attract students to the school? What do you all think?
I think the school should bring improvement to the library so the student can study and be more comfortable in their study and research more into books, improve their reading literacy.
Why? The library sucks. No one uses them nowadays. I mean, everyone uses their phone nowadays.
People still need to improve their literacy and they need still book to search more.
There's this thing called e-books.
Okay, calm down. Before this escalates further, how about this? I think the school should improve their cafeteria. Why? So that a clean and comfortable space will allow students to be more comfortable, whether it's sharing lunch or perhaps having discussions there or even do assignments together. Like, I think it's a really good facility to be improved on.
Why? The canteen is too noisy and busy though.
Well, canteen is a busy place after all. People have one over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's going to be the main space for discussion, but I mean, like, it's worth being improved.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Fun activities, huh? Talking about that, I have a brilliant idea. How about we add some pool tables?
Oh my god.
Why? Why full tables?
Look. I have my argument, okay? The students can learn how to aim better. The students can learn how to manage money. They can have fun. And for the educational benefits, they can focus more on lessons. It's somehow.
I mean, I guess that could work. I do not see it being a main facility that a school should have to just simply to attract students.
Instead of bringing new pool table, the school should bring more sport equipment. Because the student can be more active physically, exercise more, instead just aiming to the hole.
Right, aiming to the hole is basically the same as baseball, but it's just smaller version of it. It's like the light version of baseball.
Okay, baseball doesn't have holes, but yeah, I think I can see your point. Okay, I think that's a really good point, but how about this? Consider this. Computer lab. I think a school should also improve their computer-related facilities, like improving the computer so that they're high performance, more or less. Why? So that the students can perhaps learn programs far more better and perhaps even more efficiently.
So does that mean we can play games now?
No, that is not my point. Bro.
I mean, I can see the point. So, the student can study more about the technology of the new era and study more through the technology. I guess that's the point.
This is my point.
Ah, you guys are lame.
Oh my god, that is not what we meant. Well, either way, I suppose we all can agree that a school should improve their libraries, their cafeterias. I guess also bringing a pool table for some reason. Well, educational purposes, I suppose, as well as sporting equipment and computer lab. I have some thoughts, guys. Hear me
Yeah.
out.
What?
What do you think are the most important things in a relationship? Like I've been wondering, because I've always been a bit confused when it comes to relationships.
Trust, then harmony.
Money.
Okay, I guess I can see that. But personally, I think the most important thing might be transparency.
Why?
Like transparency is when you get to know each other a little more better. So I think by being more transparent with your partner, you get to know each other more. You get to be able to feel comfortable, feel safe in sharing each other's thoughts. I just think that might be the most important thing so far.
Oh, so it's like you can know and learn someone's true nature?
Yeah, so that we can build our trust and foundation, trust our stronger bond better, more or less like that.
Yeah, it's almost close like trusting one another, right? It's also like the important thing of trust. Like you can trust them in certain problem to solve it, and then to have some sense of security of certain something of your problem, and then you don't need to be worried of something and just be who you are with them.
Completely trusting each other. Just be sure don't blindly trust someone.
Okay, yeah, I can see what your point is.
Then after having trust with one another, it will also help brings harmony to the relationship, because you need that sense of peace and free of conflict. I mean, having a fight with each other is okay. It's also one of another way to know each other, but also have to free of from conflict, and then have to peace. Having the peace of the relationship is also a good thing. So you don't need to fight every time and get each other in each other's skin.
Okay.
Getting on each other's skin.
Yeah, I can see where you're going there.
Yeah, I can see that.
And what about you? What do you have in mind? Oh god, I don't like the face already.
What are you two asking me? Alright, let me send my message to you two
Dear
humans.
What?
Dear God.
What do you want to bring now?
It's money.
Why do you need to bring money?
Look. Money is a highly cursed magic. Because like, for example, if I hand a certain person a sum of money, let's say 1 million rupiah, what will they do with it? It's either 1, they run away with it, or 2, they manage it correctly, or 3, they do nothing. But if the first option is what is coming through, then I suppose we can learn someone's true nature with money. I mean, money is like pretty much what you need in today's life. You need money for study, you need money for food, bills, everything, you need money.
I mean, I can see when having money you need to trust one another, especially when it comes to paying certain bill or certain something for the house. Then you need to have a joint account about it.
But I told you about joint account. If a couple tends to get married one day, they can learn how to manage money. But for joint accounts, I think they need separate accounts too, for just in cases.
Yeah, certain problem will arise, and they will fight over that money.
Okay, I can see. So I suppose money can also be important too, because it gets to decide where the relationship is going. I guess it's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. So I guess trust, harmony, money, and transparency.
It's an important thing in the relationship.
Alright, I can see that. Thank you for your opinion, guys.
You're welcome anytime.
And that is all from us. We are very sorry if some of our words are confusing. But aside from that, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, Miss Surya.